Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with the little mini sunset palette here. And I have thoughts on this palette, but I don't know what to think about them because I've had this palette for a while. And technically, I think that shelf says 12, maybe 24, maybe 18. I don't know what it says. I don't know how anybody could read this, even with the magnifying glass. I know I couldn't. But I think either way, some of these could be because either A, it's an old palette, or B, because these are her first set of formulas too. Now, there's nothing wrong with the mattes. Mattes are wonderful. It's the metallic shades that I'm having a issue with, and by that, it's not that it's a bad issue. It's nice. I mean, it still came out nice, I think. But let me tell you, let me get started. So the first shade we're going to go into, at least I know how to read this one because there's a metallic here and then a matte here, so I can just look at the back and read it. So that made it easy for me. At least there's one palette I can read. First shade we're going to go into is Guava 175 cm. But yeah, I don't have an issue with the mattes at all. So I think I've aged probably 20 years. So yesterday I was filming and I realized that I could not find my Beauty and the Beast mirror. Which, in theory, I mean, is a mirror a big deal? No. But in my head, yes. Because even though my collection is large, and I any tools, all that stuff I consider part of my collection, okay? Even though it's large, I know what I have. And I know when I don't have something. Like, as in if I'm going to look for it. No, if I'm just glancing, I'm probably not. But I do know what I have purchased through these years and what I have not purchased through these years. So, with that said, ooh, fruit flies are bugging me. Anyway, I could not find my Beauty and the Beast mirror. And I just had it, like, not that long ago, right? And by not that long ago, I mean like the previous video. But I cleaned. Well, did I clean? No. I more or less picked up. Anyway, I must have put it somewhere and I did not have a clue where I put it. And nobody had been here, as in my daughter. So I knew nobody took it. Not that my daughter would take that, but, you know, just saying. There was no chance of it, you know, accidentally, anything like that being taken. So, anywho, back to my story. I used my Star Wars mirror yesterday. My little baby Yoda. Cute. Not a problem. Love the mirror. I like the feel of it. The pattern's cute. All that sort of stuff. The size of the mirror is great. Littler than the Beauty of the Beast, but nonetheless, it worked fine. No problem. Well, then I thought, today, I sat down and I couldn't find my mirror again. So I just grabbed for that one. But then I was like, no, I want my mirror. You know, I want my mirror. So I started looking for it. And I tore everything apart. So when I said I had picked up the other day, well, that is out of the question now, because it's definitely not picked up now, because I tore out everything trying to find this mirror. I found the mirror, and needless to say, I didn't have to look far. It's right beside me, sitting right here between two things. And for whatever the reason, I never put the mirror there, so I guess I just never thought to look there. Or when I glanced, I overlooked it. I don't know. But yeah, so I found the mirror, but destroyed my room in the process. I don't know. I swear, I'm just losing my mind, is what it's boiling down to be honest with you. I'm going to take that same shade and we're going to run it along the lower lash line. And now, I'm so mad at myself because I've destroyed my room. I don't even want to use the mirror. If that makes any sense at all. Which I'm sure it does not. But in my head, it makes sense. Somehow, some way, it makes sense. It's like I'm going to punish the mirror, but you can't punish an inanimate object, but I feel like I could. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, now we're going to go into there's only 2 mats in this palette. The next mat is called Dirty Mars. I think that's what that says. Dirty Mars, 177 cm. This palette here to me is very warm. Very warm. You could even take it a bronzy, I would think, but definitely very warm. Which, I mean, it is the sunset, so I mean, you obviously can see where that's coming from. But I'm just putting this in the outer corner here a little bit, taking it through the crease just a tad. Not doing much of anything with it really, just darkening it up. These shades do work well together though. And I mean, you didn't have to go for this look technically. You can get a couple different looks out of this palette. But these metallic shades just weren't up to par for me. But again, like I said, the reasoning behind it not being up to par could be it's old. So I'm going to take that same shade and run it along the lower lash line, except this time keeping it right up on the lashes. I will say though that these palettes, most of them, if not 90% of them, work very well together, and you really can't go wrong. And it's going to be a very, you know, like, quick, effortless look. You know what I mean? Alright, now we're going to go into the shade Apollo 176 Metallic. And here's where I started with, like, something's not right. And it's a kind of a red metallic. And we're going to put this in the outer portion here. And it just felt very dry. But now I don't know what's going on, because now it's not feeling so dry. Maybe I just had to bust through that first layer, because now it's actually going on like butter. Okay, well, interesting. Let's try the next one, see what happens. Huh. That's interesting. I promise they were dry. Let's go into the shade Sunbeam 178 Metallic. Okay. Okay. Now, see, this one, well, yeah, this one's not as good as that one, though. It is doing better than the other side, though, I will say that. But it's still not, like, the best. But it is still better. I didn't get any fallout. I'm not spraying them or anything like that. It's still not, like, these metallics just aren't as, like, oomph, maybe, then, as her newer ones. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the colors. They can't be oomph. Don't get me wrong, I still think this is a very pretty look as far as looks go. Like, I do. I'm going to go back into that dark brown shade that I used to darken up. this look. Okay. And then back in with that red. I don't know. There's just something different. I just can't put my finger on it. Or this formula. Okay, now we're going to go into the last shade, which is Halo 179M. And I'm just going to put that on my inner corner here. And I did actually use all the shades from this palette. I'm going to use the Fake Awake from Tarte liner and put it in my waterline. Curl the lashes with my Rephr lash curler. For top lashes, we're going to go into the Lash Clash by YSL in black. And I actually did something a little bit different today with the lashes. I just was going to try it. Because really, black or brown mascara I think would go nice with this look. But let me put the black here. And then I actually put brown on my lower lashes. I like this mascara for top lashes though. It's a nice mascara. And of course the look could look even, more in your face if you wore lashes or something. Okay. I think it looks okay. And then for the bottom lashes, like I said, I went with brown and I took the Benefit in, what is this? They're Real. And I just put that on the lower lashes only. And it is like a black brown, really. It's not like brown. Because in all honesty, it's almost as dark as the top, but not really. But it is more like a brown black than a brown. But it is less than, it's not as dramatic. Okay. I have to brush that out a little bit, but no big deal. Okay, so this is the final look using the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset Palette. I think it looks very pretty. I think this is one of those palettes that if you're into warm tones and you don't want to spend that kind of money on a palette, You know, I don't think this is the same formula, though. I don't. But not to say it's bad either. I don't know where I would rank it, to be honest. This is one of those ones where it's like, it's not as good as some, but it's not as bad as others. So, I don't know. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. I think it produced a very pretty look. I like it. I think it goes well with my shirt. So, what more could I ask for, really, in a palette, If you like the look at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. And if it was easy to work with, of course. So, but that is all I have for you today. I hope this helped in some way. If it did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you know when I upload every day but Sunday. And until the next video, I will see you then. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.